Good morning friends, I am Dr. Mahadev Waghmode, Head Department of English, Pankaj Arts and Science College, Chopda. Today I am going to discuss with you a very interesting topic, that is poetry. Poetry is to teach us, poetry is to delight us, poetry is for enjoyment, poetry is for merriment. Poetry is a speaking picture, painting is a new poetry. Poetry is one of the genres of literature. Literature means the mirror of society. Whatever happens in the society, it is reflected in literature. So poetry is one of the form of literature. Poetry is written from olden days, from the age of Chaucer till the modern age. The style and form of poetry is different. Poetry was different in all ages. From the age of Chaucer to the modern age, the style and form of poetry was different. William Wordsworth, the Romantic poet, defines poetry. Poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings and its emotions recollected in tranquility. It means the poet expresses his own emotions and feelings in his poetry. But a modern poet, T.S. Eliot, defines poetry is not a turning loose of emotions but an escape from emotion. It is not an expression of personality but an escape from personality. It means the poet should not express his own personality, his own emotions, his own feelings in his poetry. These two poets' views about poetry was totally different, because the one is from Romantic age and another is from modern age. So we will know about the types of poetry. There are two major types of poetry. The first is subjective poetry. Subjective poetry, also called personal poetry. The poet expresses his own emotions, feelings, thoughts in his poems. The first subjective poetry is the lyric. Lyric is a very short poem written in very simple language. It is divided into stanzas. The language of this poem is very down to earth, anybody can understand. So the second subjective poetry is ode. Ode means to address somebody. This poem is also very simple and it is addressed to someone. For example, John Keats' Ode to a Skylark. There are many poems. Ode to a Grassy Knoll, Ode to West Wind, like that. And the third subjective poetry is sonnet. Sonnet is written in 14 lines. The word sonnet is derived from Italian word sonetti. The 14 lines are divided into octave and sextet. Octave means 8 lines poem, sextet means 6 lines. In the first 8 lines, the subject of the poem is developed, and in the last 6 lines, there was a conclusion. So the fourth subjective poetry is elegy. Elegy means to lament on somebody, lament on love, lament on your fellow friends, lament on loss of something in your life. So the poet wrote elegy, like that elegy written in a country churchyard. Some fellow shepherd wrote poem on another fellow shepherd. He laments on the death of his own friend. That is called elegy. The second type of poetry is objective poetry. In objective poetry, the poet is away from his own emotions and feelings. He does not express his own emotions and feelings in objective poetry. The first type of objective poetry is ballad. The word ballad is derived from ballare. Ballad is a short narrative poem, and it is written in the form of story. So there was band of singers with them. This ballad was very popular in ancient times. The singers, with accompaniment of the chorus, they visit from one village to another village, and they tell to the people a very popular story. The second objective poetry is epic. Epic is a word borrowed from epicus. Epic is a very long narrative poem, and this poem is written in very elevated and dignified language. There are two great epics. One is Mahabharata and second is Ramayana. In English literature also, John Milton wrote an epic poem, Paradise Lost. This book is divided into 12 parts. In this book, the poet explained the origin of human being and also the story of Satan. And the third objective type of poetry is ideal. Ideal is not an individual poetic form, but it is a kind of description of scene or event. Ideal may be a lyric poem, may be a longer poem, may be an elegy, may be a ballad, or anything else. Ideal is a name derived from Greek word a little picture. So Milton's La Allegro is a picture of happy life subdivided into different parts or different scenes. The fourth type of objective poetry is satire. Satire is applicable to both prose and poetry. It may be written in verse, as a ballad, as a elegy, as a sonnet, or anything else. It has no set literary form. So satire means to ridicule somebody, to make humor, use personal abuse to scorn somebody, etc. Thank you for listening patiently. If you like my video on poetry, then please subscribe my videos. Thank you.